Alright, you fuckers ready?
Time to sing. Time to sing.
Let's just do this shit. I ain't got time for
Singing.
Singing. Oh, who lives in the suburbs with all of his kids?
Johnny Blumpkin.
This show features jokes, games, and skits.
Johnny Blumpkin.
Who's boisterous and bitchy and vulgar as fuck.
Johnny Blumpkin.
Who sounds like a trumpetist stuck in his butt.
Johnny Blumpkin. Johnny Blumpkin. Johnny Blumpkin. Johnny Blumpkin. Johnny Blumpkin.
Go fuck yourself.
Yay! I'm a poop.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin. And it's our 100th episode. I've done so much with this, the past 99 shows, that today it's a celebration of all things Blumpkin, because over the years here I've made jokes, we've played games, we've made skits, I've made new friends, I've admitted things about myself that most people would be aghast for the general public to know, I've caused emotional scars on possibly multiple children of mine, and all because I needed a creative outlet, because I'm such a zany, eccentric motherfucker. So today's episode, loose format, all about fun, all the things that make Blumpkin&Friends great. So thank you for helping me get to 100 episodes.
Hey boys and girls, it's time for another Hey boys and girls, hey boys and girls, hey boys and 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 girls, it's time for another ITradio fucking fucker shitting ass tits beer.
What can you do?
Speaking of Transformers, I
Yes.
never had them as a kid, did you?
I had some, but I remember GoBots more than I remember Transformers.
I never had Transformers because I was too fucking stupid to figure out how they worked.
That's
I
what
went
he-
to a kid's house one time and I couldn't figure it out. I was just like, fuck
Those
this!
are so easy, though.
I was
Compared to
6.
the ones now,
Yeah, now.
he's 6.
97 points of articulation with Kung
That's-
Fu grip and 14
they
missile
have-
launchers, and Starscream is a one-man
They
gangbanging
have
army.
fold-out papers that you have to use. No, move this to here, move this, bend his leg here. It's all look at the picture and attempt to create it, but it doesn't work. I mean, you need to be a rocket scientist to figure out Transformers now. When you're 6 years old, 15, 25 years ago, or 19 years ago.
19 years ago for me.
So you're freaking out because you can't figure it out. And those were easy. Put that one compared to this, the kid would have it thrown against the wall because it was so easy. But yet he would
Jesus.
throw a fit because he couldn't get his awesome one that's brand new to work. When you have this easy one that you don't have to do as much shit to, but it ain't going to be that way because kids need to have a reason to get pissed off with their parents.
You know what I say to that?
Fuck
I
Joe.
say fuck Transformers because I liked G.I. Joe.
I
was a
big
G.I. Joe
fan.
guy, dude. And Ninja Turtles and He-Man, but
I was
mostly
more-
G.I. Joe.
I
Like
was more
last
Ninja
night,
Turtles.
I had a dream that I was at Toys R Us, and they were re-releasing G.I. Joes, and I was freaking out trying to grab as many of them off the shelf as I could.
They, in I think 98 or 99, re-released all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's where that crane comes from.
Nice.
Even though it's not the original crane, but yeah, I'd have to look at the registered number and all that shit to figure out if it was the crane or not.
Which, on the topic of G.I. Joe, props to Shipwreck.
Who's Shipwreck?
Shipwreck was the sailor with the parrot on his shoulder, Polly.
Oh, okay.
But more props to my hero, Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
Cobra Commander is God. I don't know if you know this, but you know what America needs right now is Cobra Commander.
I think what they really need is just more toys that you could spin around so much because of elastic bands and that just spin back or snap off completely.
I say that America needs Cobra Commander in the White House. Because, I mean, he'd look at the Iraq situation.
I think
like,
they just need...
Fools! We must find an exit strategy to get out of Iraq before more of our troops are senselessly mutilated.
They just need to use more G.I. Joe commercial or those public service announcement G.I.
Yes.
Joes. Like the pork chop barbecue! And the guy freaks out. I made the fire. Holy shit, don't make pork chops without parents! Yeah, that was great. Have you seen those public service announcements?
the mock ones on
Yeah.
YouTube or the real ones?
The mock ones.
Both. Body massage.
Yeah.
Well there, Spanky. We've reached the part of the show where it's time to play a game. I called through the archives. For some reason, I almost texted you this morning to go, you've played Word Orgy, right? And then I looked, and you've played Word Orgy 3 fucking times. I can't
know.
believe I forgot that.
Yeah.
Because if I would have just come downstairs, you're up on the wall with 10 points all time on the leaderboard there for Word Orgy. And obviously we know that you've played the RPS Challenge because with our matching 3 and 2 records going to the number 1 contenders match where I beat you, and I'm still waiting for my title shot against Nurse Ashley, which if I would have been smart and played it like UFC, our number 1 contenders match would have been an interim title holder match. And you've played Guess Who Karaoke Roulette, I think.
I think so. Like once only, but...
Well, you have not played BS Trivia.
No.
The newest game of my games on the show.
I'm guessing, let me just take a guess, is that you name a piece of trivia and I'm supposed to guess if it's BS or not.
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Have you not been listening to the show for a while? I've already played this game a lot of times.
BS, maybe. And once you start getting into it, I'll probably know.
It's time to play Bullshit Trivia on Blumpkin&Friends. It's 10 questions. Maybe there's an answer. Maybe there's not. Sometimes I give points for creativity if you don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just straight up trivia.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, Bullshit Trivia, here we go. Question number 1. What is 12 times 13?
I'm usually good at math. Hang on. Do you want me to really think about this for a minute?
I want you to probably get it right. 12 times 13.
150... 152?
No.
How far off was I? No, it's 156.
Yeah, but you said 152.
It's 156, goddammit!
Oh, boy. Only 9 more to go. Question number 2. Spell aspartame.
ASPERTIME.
That would be aspartame.
Oh, or TEME at the end.
No, it's TAME. Yeah, you fucked
It
it
is
up
TAME? Oh.
ASPAR.
Oh, aspartame.
TAME.
Oh, okay.
Aspartame. It's an artificial sweetener. It's probably why I'm going to end up with stomach cancer someday.
Probably.
Yes. Question number 3. True or false? Being gay tickles.
Well, I would say, considering everything tickles to some people, I would say it's a false.
No, that was true. Jesus Christ.
How is that?
I just figured being gay tickles.
How?
Because you're happy all the time. And people that are happy giggle.
Yeah, but having sex in a vagina doesn't tickle.
I don't think that it being gay only
Jerking
has
off
to
doesn't
deal
tickle.
with fucking butts or getting fucked in the butt.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that's I mean, you can't just, if you mean gay isn't happy, because then you get tickled and you're happy. So that's the logic there.
Right now you sound like an NBA coach arguing why it wasn't a foul. There's no fucking way he barely touched him and you're sitting here and saying it's a flag. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Then you get teed up by the ref.
Yeah.
Speaking of NBA, question number 4. How many NBA championships did Michael Jordan win?
6? No, it's less than that, isn't it? I don't know.
I can't tell you.
I'll just say 6. I think I was less than that.
It's 6.
Oh, it is nice.
A 3-peat, and then he was gone for 2 years, and the Rockets won back-to-backs, and then they came back and won another 3-peat. So it should have been an 8-peat.
Yeah.
Way to go, Michael Jordan, with your gambling, being forced out of the NBA to go play baseball. If you didn't know that, that's why. That's why he, quote, retired.
Yeah. I remember. I kind of remember that, yeah.
Gambling scandals. Yep. He didn't want to be a Pete Rose. The NBA didn't want the negative attention. Question number 5.
He's no Bo Jackson.
He's fucking, no, he's not.
He's no Michael Jordan.
I'm pretty sure he's
Michael
a Michael
B. Jordan. He's no Michael B. Jordan.
Nobody wants to be Michael
acting.
B. Jordan. Question number 5. How many members are there in Slipknot?
7? I'm just going to guess 7. For some reason, that's the first number that came to mind.
It's 9.
9, really?
Yes, that's why.
Can
they
you
call
name them all?
the
Is the
9.
question?
Name all their names?
Yeah.
Well, there's the 2 new guys that replaced Paul Gray and Joey Jordison.
Mm-hmm.
One is Max Weinberg's son is the new drummer. There's another guy with a Hispanic name that's the new bassist. But there's, all right, here we go. Sid Wilson, Corey Taylor, Mick Thompson, James Root, Chris Fain, Sean Crahan, Then there's the Weinberg kid, and then there's the bassist with the Hispanic name. Who am I forgetting?
Craig Jones.
I only know one of those.
Okay.
Just probably like most people.
I think you're going to excel at this next question. Number 6. Better toilet paper, pine cone or NES cartridge?
Toilet paper. I would be an S. That's a trick question. It's a Super Nintendo cartridge.
I said SNES cartridge.
Oh, I thought you said NES cartridge.
Jesus Christ.
SNES cartridge.
That's
obvious,
correct.
Yes.
That's correct. Because if people that don't know the story, you wiped your butt on a copy of, was it Super Star Wars or Super Return of the Jedi?
Super Return of the Jedi, because the part that pissed me off is I got through the entire game, and if you remember the part in the movie Return of the Jedi when they fly the Millennium Falcon into the Death Star 2 and then blow it up, they shoot the power core or whatever, and then they have to escape. Mm-hmm. You play that level, and when you're escaping, and I remember how pissed off I got, because I would get to the very, very end, and then it's like something screws you over, and then the fire catches up to you and kills you, or you hit if you just nick something, you die. I mean, it was a pain in the ass game, and I just got fed up with enough that I wiped my ass on it and returned it to Blockbuster.
Correct. That was a good thing. Yeah, I couldn't remember what in the game pissed you off. You know, that was not any less difficult if you played it on Lego Star Wars.
I beat it on Lego Star Wars like first try.
Right.
They're a little bit more lenient, I think. Super Star Wars Trilogy on Super Nintendo is considered insanely hard.
Number 7. What is the capital of Kansas?
Oh, Kansas?
Yeah.
I should know this.
You should.
Or, why did I, no, it's not.
We live in this country, and they mentioned this multiple times in the movie Twister, if I'm not mistaken.
I keep thinking of other states around it, but I don't know. I'm just going to give up because I know this, but I know that I just can't think of stuff on the spot.
It's Topeka.
Yeah. I knew I would know it.
Number 8, my favorite question. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
She's dead.
No, she's in Tel Aviv.
That's where the game... Well, there was like 20 games.
You really are not paying attention to this game when it's on the show, are you? I ask this question, number 8, every time.
Oh.
It's a fun game to see. Yeah,
but where's Tel Aviv?
Israel.
Why is she there?
Because she likes Jews. Just kidding. She's Carmen Sandiego. She's there because she's supporting the Palestinians, and she wants to drive the Jews out of Israel. Because she's a bad guy.
Ah.
Question number 9. Say what now?
What now?
Okay.
That's a 3-point one.
Yeah, it was. Well, you've got 3. So if you get this next one, you'll tie Ivy, the babysitter, who has 4 points. Number 10. Name 5 colored ninjas from the Mortal Kombat franchise. You're going to knock this out of the park.
5 colored. Do you care if they're male or female?
I went male, but there are a number of female ones. Let's go male.
Okay, Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
Well, slow down. I got to count 1, 2, yeah.
Smoke.
Uh-huh.
Reptile.
Uh-huh.
Ermac.
Uh-huh.
What am I at now? 5?
Yeah, it's only 5.
So what am I at? Need to get 6?
No, you only needed 5.
Oh. Tremor. That's another one.
You also forgot Rain,
Yep.
Noob Saibot, and Chameleon.
Yep. Yeah.
I wouldn't have even known Tremor.
Tremor was added later. I think that was Mortal Kombat Armageddon is when they added him. He was a later addition. But he was one of the DLC guys in one of the newer games.
Well, here's me putting it in the pile.
Yep.
I don't need this anymore. It's time for another good idea, bad idea with Antonio. Good idea. Bringing food into the bedroom for some foreplay. Bad idea. Eating that food off of your lover instead of using a plate. I'll pour some white wine down your tits. It's an excellent pairing with the veal parmigiana on your lower back. And a little bit of grated cheese in your ass is delicious. Good idea.
dressing up as one of your movie characters to visit the children's hospital. I am the Puss in Boots. Bad idea. Dressing up as one of your movie characters to visit a retirement home for people with memory care issues. I am the Puss in Boots.
You wanna see my what? Well, that's highly inappropriate, and I don't think you should be talking to me that. Okay, the orderly's done. Come here, come munch my box.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
Hello, Basket Case Podcast. Who's this?
Hello, I was calling because I heard there was a big, strong man there that was totally ready to tongue dart my beehole.
God damn it!
Is there anyone like that? Anybody that likes to eat ass?
Motherfucker!
Hello?
Are you talking about Jake?
Don't use
Is
my
there
real
a
name.
Jake up there? Oh, I hear he's got such a slippery little tongue. I just want him to munch my stink nugget.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Listen, whoever the fuck this is.
Oh,
Don't hide from your feelings, Jake. Don't hide from your feelings.
I'm
If
not
you do
hiding
this,
from
I
my
can
fucking
spread my
feelings,
cheeks
but
and
you're
put
gonna
each
hide from
one on
this
a
foot
different
in my
cheek of your
ass.
face.
Oh my
A foot in your ass.
Foot in your ass.
fuck! I'm so angry I can't even insult people now.
Can I tickle the back of your throat? I know you want it, honey. Don't hide from your feelings.
Dude,
Listen,
you
no,
have
no,
a
no,
fan
no.
base. This
No.
is fucking awesome.
Listen, here's what I'm gonna do for you, honey.
You can
okay,
follow.
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's what I'm gonna do for you, honey. I'm gonna take a nice long gardening hose, put it in through your mouth, and then out through your anus. Then I'm gonna slip some barbed wire through that hose, remove the hose, and then floss you, motherfucker!
Easy, buddy. You're fucking peeking everything. You're killing my soundboard here.
You don't have to talk mean to me. You had me at hello. You don't have to threaten me to do this.
Hey,
I'll do it.
whoever this is, I want you to go ahead and follow Jake at Jake the
Wait.
Podman on Twitter.
Wait a minute.
What?
Blumpkin?
I have no idea.
Honey,
buddy.
you don't even know. I will fucking... you can split your asshole open and there'll be some bread to go with
No.
the brown. I'll add some, like, we'll make Neapolitan ice cream all
Dude.
inside of you.
Fuck!
Dude, Blumpkin just texted me. This isn't Blumpkin.
Well, sorry, I'm no longer single, so I'm no longer taking applicants for tongue punching of fart boxes. I'm sorry. You missed your chance on that, pal.
Like I said, you can follow Jake
I
on
thought
Twitter.
you liked to put cheese on people's chalupas.
The fact that I'm sitting with a fucking bag of Taco Bell with a naked chicken chalupa right in front of me, I almost hate how fucking set up that seemed.
He loves saying naked chicken
Oh,
chalupa.
God, Daddy, you're speaking my language. I'm getting kind of hard. What are you wearing right now?
About 35 strips of acid. What about you?
Can you touch your toes?
Can you touch it? Can you touch his
How
what?
limber are you?
Oh, he's very limber. I've seen Jake put his ears up behind his his knees up behind his ears.
What the fuck, guys?
Yeah, but you say the same shit about me.
It's not even 15.
It's because it's true, baby.
What? It's not even like 15 minutes into this, and we're already talking about me getting penetrated by some stranger on the telephone.
Hey, we put it out there. The
Would
phone
you
number.
ever put an electric eel inside of yourself? Because I could do it for you. Give you a little zippy zap on by your little man peanut. We can touch your pea spot.
Give me 1 second. I need to go
Dude.
grab something.
Jacob,
Dude, you want me to text
Jacob,
Blumpkin
honey,
to see
how
if it's
long
him?
can you hold your breath? How long can you hold your breath? Tell Daddy everything he needs to know.
I can hold my breath long enough to black out and forget all about this conversation.
You want to play Spaceman? We can dock at the International Space Station.
Well, you know, I don't know about
You
Spaceman,
won't be able
but
to tell where I end and you begin, and it'll be like we're making some kind of Martian man cake. We can do this. We can do it. Let Daddy
well,
do it.
I don't know about playing Spaceman, but if you ever want to play D&D, I know a freelancer who's always out and about to accept some business.
2 Ds? That sounds like a good time. You're speaking my language.
Oh yeah, I'm speaking a few people's languages here.
Is that dicks and dildos? Is that what that is?
You said it. That came out of your mouth, you dirty man.
There are a bunch of things that come out of my mouth. Not all of them are dirty. Like, I go to church.
Do you know Jake jerks off to cartoons?
Fuck you!
Dude, Blumpkin
Is
just...
that what you like? You like comic books? Do you want me to dress up like Superman and then you can put your kryptonite inside me?
Jake, honest to God...
I'm going to go grab something.
Jake, honest to God, Blumpkin just texted me back. He says, no, he didn't call us.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go grab something.
What are you grabbing, buddy? All right, Jake's up from the table.
You can be my Mr. Spick-Slick.
He's going to get into a thong for you.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know where Jake's going.
Where is he going?
I don't know. I guess we'll
I'm
just...
not done talking dirty. I'm trying to get him to join me.
He said something about dildos
Rub
and
a
a thong.
two men in a tub.
Oh, don't...
Come wash my back!
So caller, where are you from?
Redondo Beach, bitch.
Nice. Well played. I guess while we're waiting for Jake to come
It's
back...
hot and we don't wear shirts a lot here. I could just wear one of those little Chippendale bow ties while he gets behind me and gives me the Heimlich. Ooh.
Nice. I bet Jake would enjoy that.
Bet you would, the big silly.
And
I'm going to put my Diablo sauce all over his lips.
He's back, caller, with the... he's wearing a pink thong and a dildo in each hand.
I'll turn him into a supreme burrito and I'll leave guacamole all over his ass.
Okay, after 3 shots of tequila and much contemplation, here are 3 ground rules. No kissing on the mouth. This does not get out to anybody, and I swear to God, if my girlfriend figures out, we're both dead.
Dude, you just fucking signed yourself up for this. And we're recording, so it's going out to everybody.
He sounds hot, what can I say?
Tell me, anybody in the room with him right now, tell me, how long are his fingers?
Oh, dude, he could fucking... He could
ring my doorbell?
No,
I play bass. I have long fingers.
He could arouse a fucking wine bottle with those fucking fingers.
An elephant,
Or
motherfucker.
just dress up like Cliff Clavins from Cheers because the postman always rings twice.
Hey, Jake has a...
Maybe you could be my speedy delivery.
I need more. Where's the tequila? I need more.
Hey, caller, Jake has a soundbite that he would like me to play for you.
No, I fucking don't. No, I don't.
Is that another song where he's having gay phone sex with someone? He's kind of a slut.
Who fucking called in asking me to dock them? Who was that? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that was you. You wanted to play Spaceman.
I just heard that he likes to talk dirty to men over the phone and that he's totally all about talking about like an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
And he likes hard cocks inside him.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird, Jake.
Call me Smog the Desolator. Because I'm going to tear that ass up.
Why do you sound like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget? This is getting kind of weird.
I'll make it as weird as you like, honey.
Hold on, you have similar interests, Jake. He's into animated
Now he
porn.
sounds like Herbert the Pervert from Family Guy. I thought you were into men. I didn't call in for theater. I'm going to go. You're being a bitch.
Oh, I'm being a bitch?
No one likes
Hold
to
on.
tease, Jacob. Grow up.
Hold on.
Grow
Who
up,
the
Jacob.
fuck sounds
Nobody
like
likes
a
to get
goddamn
their hopes
fairy?
up for nothing.
Thumbelina. Fuck off. Hang up on this
You're
bitch.
a vagina.
Whoa.
I don't want to fucking hear from this motherfucker anymore. Hit
Whoa,
that
whoa,
red
whoa.
button.
There we go. He hung up. I ain't hanging up on anybody, buddy. If they're a fan,
God
they're a fan.
Damn it.
That was great.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
Good morning, sister.
I've been a bad girl.
Really? Well, tell me all about it.
Ooh. I've been very bad.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna do some penance. Take it. Take that dick. Take it. Show me you fucking love this cock. Take it. Oh shit, hang on, I gotta go do something. Congregation of Emo Jesus may be seated. A reading from the Book of Blumpkin. This is the 3rd time that I had gotten sexual harassment, or in trouble for sexual harassment type things in school. I was in 8th grade. And sitting there in gym class, and the teacher had brought in her high school yearbook, and all the girls were like, oh, I want to see you when you were on the basketball team and you were a cheerleader. Oh my God, look at your hair. Like, yeah, I'm just like, this is fucking stupid. This is lame. I'm sick. You know what? Yeah, I got an idea. I'm going to make a wise-ass comment. And I nudge my friend. I'm like, dude, check this out. Watch this. He's like, what? I'm like, what? Like, Miss Thomas. Hey, Miss Thomas. She's like, what? I'm like, do they have any pictures of you in there before you were a woman? The whole class becomes dead silent for 2 seconds. She's like, go get in my office now. I'm like, oh. I wasn't even like, oh no, I'm in trouble. I was like, oh, spoil my fun. And a bunch of the guys were laughing. All the girls, like their jaws were on the floor that I would say something like that. Apparently, my sense of humor was developed years beyond my age, you know, to the point where I would get paid thousands of dollars to say shit like that on network TV. But, you know, Catholic school, 8th grade gym class, not so much the place. And I'm sitting in her office, and I'm like, am I going to get a demerit? She's like, yeah, you're probably going to get like 5 demerits, all right? And you need to go to the office now. So they take me to the fucking office for this like critical incident management meeting. It was like a debriefing, and like 2 religion teachers come in, and they both got notebooks, like it's prepared, like it's, you know, like the fallout from a nuclear accident or something, or the government's trying to clean up its own mess. And they start asking me questions why I thought it was so. I'm like, I don't know, I thought it was funny. And this guy, Mr. Luke, never forget this asshole, he's like, it's not funny, all right? That is not funny. Why do you keep doing this? You have a history of this, don't you? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, of sexual harassment. I'm like, I guess, yeah, it's not the first time it's happened. And I said, it's not that big a deal. His face just got stone cold pissed, and he's like, it is a big deal, and you need to take this seriously. So then they start asking me about my home life, and I'm like, why are we talking about I'm like, you know, I'm sure my parents would be mad, but they're going to understand I was just joking, you know. I mean, I swear at home and stuff like that. And then the guy, I'll never forget this, he says, he turns to the teacher, maybe we need to take a look at the home life. As if he's some goddamn Dr. Phil. You know, let's analyze how I was raised, because apparently, you know, never was it established in my mind the lines of good taste and the boundaries of what you can and cannot say to a professional teaching person, professional educator. You know, if somebody maybe would have sat me down at a younger age and not given me cable TV in my room, I perhaps would not have insinuated that my gym teacher used to have a penis.
And now, story time.
I want to tell you a story.
Yeah, tell me.
A story about Grandma.
No, why that? Why can't it be a fairy tale?
Because it's a story about Grandma, because it's funnier. It's what's going to make this better is your reaction.
Why?
Because you don't know this story.
Okay.
So one time when I was like 10 years old, I was laying in bed and I was sleeping, and then I woke up to the sound of Grandma shouting in the middle of the night. And she was shouting for Papa. And all I heard is, Roger, help! And Grandma was shouting for Papa to come help her. So I got out of bed and I went to the hallway. And Papa was there, standing outside the bathroom door. He was like, go back to bed. So I went back to bed, but I still heard noise, but then I fell asleep again. So the next morning, I got up to have breakfast. And Papa was down in the kitchen. So I went down there, and I was eating my cereal, and I asked him, like, so what happened last night? He's like, don't ask. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, well, your mom got sick. And I just went, that's it? That's the big thing you couldn't tell me? So then I'm sitting there eating. He's like, well, your mom threw up. Okay. And she got diarrhea. And then I stopped to think for a second, because when I had gotten up to go to the bathroom in the morning, the rug from the bathroom was missing. So I asked him, so she threw up and she got diarrhea? He's like, yeah. Well, it turns out that Grandma was kneeling down on the floor in front of the toilet, and then she had to get diarrhea. And instead of standing up to diarrhea in the toilet and then puke into the garbage can that was right next to it, she continued to puke into the toilet, Well, she shit all over the bathroom rug. And she got diarrhea all over herself and her nightgown and the bathroom floor.
Stop.
And then Papa had to help clean up the diarrheas.
Stop talking about that. Stop.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with throwing up and diarrhea at the same time?
It makes me laugh.
Blah, 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 blah.
Stop.
It was not one of her more dignified moments.
You son of a bitch. So, continue.
What's there to continue? Grandma shit on the floor, and she ruined the rug, and he had to throw it away. There's not really much more to go with.
Isn't there more to the story?
What the hell else would there be? That story has everything. There's a mystery. There's a secret revealed. There's fecal matter on the bathroom floor. There's a nightgown that probably also got thrown away, or at least soaked in a bucket in the laundry tub down in the basement. There was vomit. There was Papa completely violating the confidentiality of what had transpired the night before, because I wouldn't have known. He could have just said, well, they threw the rug out because it was old. But he distinctly told me that she threw up and got diarrhea at the same time, and then he didn't do anything else to stop me from figuring out that the diarrhea went on the rug.
Okay.
So if you ever are throwing up in the toilet and then you're about to get diarrhea, will you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Will you diarrhea in the toilet instead of on the fucking floor?
I'll do it on the floor.
And then you can throw up into the bathtub because it's right next to the toilet?
Or maybe I'll just throw up on the floor.
No. The point is to get no bodily fluids on the fucking floor.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Shit! You son of a bitch! Sorry? God damn, how fucking stupid are you? It's not a funny fucking game! Let's scold somebody!
And now, Jeremy Irons raps.
But. Eat that motherfucking butt. I don't care if you're beefed up on steroids, or what you bench pressing. I'm at the Best Western, tossing your girl salad with some French dressing.
That was Jeremy Irons raps.
You're listening to Blumpkin and Friends.
We've reached the point in the show where it's time to play a game.
Let me guess. The RPS challenge.
God damn it, Cat. Buddy, shut the fuck up! God, cocksucker. I don't have time to sit here and fuck around with it. Nurse Ashley complains about having to drive an hour and a half to come see me. I don't have the wits about me to figure out how to do Skype. So, here's what's happening. She's the RPS champion. We need to establish an interim RPS champion. Well, I'm not just going to give you the fucking title, shitbird. I'm the #1 contender. I should be the interim champion.
No, I am the best.
Anyways, so I'm declaring myself interim champion because, I mean, it's my fucking show. But I'm giving you first crack at going up against me for the interim title. So we're going to do an RPS challenge.
Okay.
For the interim RPS Intercontinental Championship Challenge Championship.
Okay, I got it.
Are you fucking sassing me?
What? That's what big kids do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Blumpkin and Friends proudly brings to you the Rock, Paper, Scissors Intercontinental Championship Challenge Championship of the World! Hand number 1.
Paper.
I also picked a paper. No point. Hand number 2.
Scissors.
I also picked a scissors. I don't like how this is going. It's the 100th episode. I need to win. I can't be vanquished by your stinky ass. Hand number 3.
Rock.
Are you fucking serious?
Uh-huh.
I also picked a rock. That's 3 ties. Hand number 4.
Scissors.
Ooh. I picked a rock.
Poopy poop poops.
So all you can do at this point is win the next hand to go to overtime. Otherwise, you're done.
Hand number 5.
Rock.
I'm glad you picked rock, because I picked paper.
Poopy poop poop.
Yeah, suck it. Right there. My ass. Suck my ass. I win. Interim champion. Boom. In your face. 100th episode.
You lose.
100 big episodes I've done. That's a lot of jokes. And a lot of skits. A lot of characters. And a lot of stories. And a lot of guests. And some fake commercials. And some songs. And making you cry a few times. And whooping your candy ass at the RPS challenge.
Can you stop yelling?
No!
Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin and friends. We are now on iTunes. We are also on Podbean at blumpkinshow.podbean.com. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin. Good night.